Day 55, British Covidians and Lerts. I want to begin this morning by saying to my dear wife, thank you for an absolutely wonderful mask. She's been sewing this for me for ages now, and it's 3 layers and it's just great. These can be bought from Screwfix and picked up online, by the way. Protect the old eyes as well. Now, I must say, as with anybody wearing this kind of thing, of course it's not N95 protection. Of course, it might just about protect you at a distance from some droplet spread, but it's not an excuse, obviously, to ignore social distancing. It's not an excuse to ignore hygiene, hand washing, and continuously, by the way, being alert. Because today, Britain, or maybe it was meant to be Wednesday, I'm not sure. Do you think it is today, Monday, or Wednesday that everything changes? Personally, I think British alerts, because it's good to be alert in Britain now. Are you alert? Well, Lerts and Covidians, you've got to be one or the other. As you're going back to work today, if you can't work from home, that is, but if you can, if you have to, then go back to work, yeah? But when you're going back, as you're all going to be so alert, are you going to spot a COVID-19 virus? By being alert, what do you do when you spot it then? Do you ring the police and say, hello, I've just found a COVID-19 virus at work. I want to report it, and can somebody please come and pick it up because it's extremely dangerous? Thank you very much. Or do you ring NHS 111? And if you happen to be logged on in one of their call centres this morning, I hope you're all socially distancing. I hope that keyboard you're using has been thoroughly wiped down. I hope that if you cough, you're not spreading it to somebody. I hope you're not all packed into single airtight rooms for briefings, yeah? I hope you're answering the calls in time, yeah? So, back to work. Be alert. Yeah, what was the other one in the middle? I keep making so many up, I forget it. Yeah. Okay, but it's back to work and be alert. Save lives. That was the one at the end, wasn't it? Be alert, save lives. Well, okay. Still can't remember the one in the middle, but whatever it was completely useless. And people are making up some much better ones now, aren't they? Yeah. So as we go back to work, is it safe? Do you ever watch Marathon Man? It's a really, really old film with Dustin Hoffman in it, yeah? And Hoffman is actually trying to track down a former Nazi and get him back for trial, before a war crimes trial. And he gets captured. And this old guy, who they call Das Weiss Engel, the white angel, Das Weiss Engel, tortures him. And as he does so, he gets old Hoffman in a dentist chair, yeah, rams his neck back, opens his jaw and starts torturing him with a dentist drill. Zzz, zzz. I remember that scene, and everyone in the entire cinema was sort of going, and one of the things that he kept saying to Hoffman was, is it safe? And Hoffman just said, well, yeah, sure, it's really safe. Zzz, more pain. Is it safe? Yeah, it's completely safe. Zzz, another little shot of pain. Is it safe? No, it's not safe. It's not safe at all. It's completely unsafe. In fact, it is so unsafe. Zzz. Chaos. Confusion. Is your workplace safe? Apparently, when it is... Excuse me, I'm just going to have a sip of the old Rosie Lee. Your workplace should get a special certificate. We do indeed think it was probably Wilfred who did the graphics on Johnson's presentation last night. Nice one, Wilfred. I can see they've got you on the computer already, eh? I hope they've wiped down the screen, Wilfred. Yep. But there was a nice little sort of green symbol on there, yeah, for a workplace that will be stamped COVID safe. So, being alert today, Britons, as you have got on your bikes or worked and gone back to your workplaces, are they COVID safe? Can you ask your employer if you can see the little green certificate? I suggest you all do that. I suggest you go up to your line manager or your boss or whatever and say, I want your assurance that my workplace is COVID safe, and I want to see the little green certificate. I expect they'll tell you that they haven't got one. They don't know what the hell you're talking about. Social distancing wasn't something they had any time to even prepare for. And the fact that you've got to sit arse cheek by arse cheek with the person next to you working at a desk, on a spreadsheet, in a call centre, on a computer, at a workstation, in a warehouse. The fact that you have to line up, especially in the big warehouses like Amazon, to be security checked, and as you're security checked on the way in and out, you are probably within breathing distance or nasally spreading distance of somebody else. Forget masks and all that lot. I know I started with wearing one, but they're only very minimal protection. Yeah. So now that you're back, tell me. Think about Hoffman in Marathon Man. That was the film, yeah, Marathon Man. Think about Hoffman. Go to your boss, yeah. Don't necessarily go with a dentist drill. Don't ask him or her to open their mouth and strap them to a dentist chair. Don't do that. But just go to them and ask them. Say that somebody on YouTube said you must ask, is it safe? Is it safe? Yeah. Because I want you to remember this. Yeah. I really do want you to remember this. And it's really, really important that you remember this. And please spread this around. Employers have what we call legally a duty of care to look after your health, notice that, and safety. Now, we know, don't we? Tories have always gone on with health and safety, red tape. It's tying British business up in unnecessary red tape. Health and safety red tape. We used to say, when I was HSE rep for Unite the Union, better red tape than blood red bandages. Yeah? So ask your employer. Tell your employer, if you need just to remind them, yeah, that if it's not safe, you don't have to work. Health and Safety at Work Act, Factory Shops and Offices Act. It should be posted where you work. Under that act, you don't have to work. Another piece of advice, really, especially as everyone, they're forcing as many back to work as they can, and I will soon conclude. Yeah, they're forcing as many back to work. Yeah, another piece of advice to you is you are most strongly advised, join a union. Do it now. If you're a teacher, a call centre worker, a warehouse worker, you work in some little office somewhere, you work somewhere where you know damn well they're not following anything to do with social distancing because they can't, yeah? If you're in any work or any industry, please join a union. Already, the teaching unions are resisting back to school 1st of June. A nice big announcement from Boris. Yeah, they're already resisting it. There's not enough time to get ready. They damn well know there isn't. And they're already hanging out against it. Now, I hope to God other unions will do the same now that they're having people return to work where it's not safe. Is it safe? No, it's not safe. It's not safe when you're logged on in that call centre and jammed less than 3 feet away from the person next to you, taking an incoming deluge of calls, probably asking for some service that requires a technician to perform it, or another person to leave their house and leave lockdown to come and fix your washing machine or whatever. Not that you don't have every right to want your washing machine fixed, yeah? But as you are sat there, inches away from somebody else who may well have COVID-19 but not show any symptoms, are you willing then to catch it? Perhaps also remain asymptomatic? Take it back to your family who are still isolating? Take it back to the elderly or the sick people you were taking care of? Are you willing to do that? Expect, people, a massive peak in cases and death rates. It's herd immunity. He's tried it one way. Yeah, he couldn't get away with it. He had to look like he was doing something. Hence, we've had this strict lockdown. As figures and infections and transmission rates rise in Germany, yeah, Boris is starting getting us back to work, yeah. But you'll notice that it's not the top level workers, it's not the rich bastards, it's not the managing directors, it's the shop floor, ordinary staff. It'll be the call centre staff. It'll be ordinary people, not particularly well paid. There'll be a lot of 0 hours contract people going back, being forced back, yeah, when it's not safe. People are screaming, it's not safe. All I can say to you is, if you go back and it's not safe, organise a mass walkout. All of you just get together and just walk off the job. So remember, it's back to work, bail out the billionaires, and if you are alert, you might just catch that virus and bash it over the head with a crowbar. Let us know if you do. Bye.